Oh, I swear to God, if I had my Gribbly gun on me right now,
Well, fuck. I love how this final arc might be shaping up. Well, I don't really know how to fully begin this review, so I kind of thought about it. So I have written a message to Toei, and that is in a form of a question. Why did you hire Uchida when you could have hired another person to be the second hand writer of the team, being Akito Inoue? Because if you look up the last couple of episodes of Gotchard, let's say before this new arc began, it's always Uchida. Like, Uchida, I think, is just not that great of a writer. Or at least he's not that great of a writer on a main show. He could do amazing for side content, not main show material, because I think like both Akito and Hasegawa's writing style do work really well, and like, oh my fucking god, like a show that is written by Hasegawa and Inoue could have printed money, because that could have been such an interesting show. But yeah, we finally got more development on the Gotchard driver. Humper 1 trying to make Hotoro happy, and a depressed Hotoro is here to stay and boil over 100 degrees. Well, we finally got more deeds about the Gotchard driver, and that was it was transmutated by using a Kemi as a base, which gives us a reason for the wild forms, but also gives us a reason why the Nagajiri egg is inside him, because as he continues to evolve, as he continues to transform into more and more forms, that Kemi transforms and evolve alongside Hotoro, which still makes Hotoro half human, half Kemi, while also kind of explaining to us, hey, where was the 101 Kemi when all of the Kemi escaped? He was in the Gotchard driver, probably. I think that's supposed to be the Fin. It's like, oh, he's inside the Gotchard driver. Here is the Fin. We still don't really know a lot yet. We don't have the full context yet, which I like. But it would be kind of interesting that pretty much the true origin of that Kemi could be his dad. Maybe his dad was a Kemi. But I kind of still believe that Nagajiri is just Hotoro. Hotoro is the day one alchemist. Hotoro would always be Gotchard. His mom took him in. Maybe, you know, she and Fuga were friends. She was an alchemist too. Like, that's what I actually believe. Because here's the thing. What is the reason for Hotoro being in the Ouroboros realm? Like, I don't believe Fuga would have just bringing a kid for no apparent reason. I actually believe that like Hotoro is just a Kemi, and also it would kind of make sense that Hotoro would be able to skip to talk to other Kemis and understand them. So I was like, yeah, like that makes total sense to me. But hey, we did get Hotoro's dad's face reveal, which was something. It's the best for now, but yeah. But I love depressed Hotoro. I know, gosh, it sounds bad, but I think like his actor really strive in those moments, and you can really see the progression that he has gained, like the actual, not attention, forgot the word that I was supposed to say, not the attention, the actual confidence as an actor, because you can clearly see his evolution from the first episode to this one. We can clearly see, like, fuck, there is nothing behind those eyes. He is literally, Hotoro is the definition of suffering is building character, which I love. Like, you can see how good of an actor he is, because like, oh my god, like he sounds and act like a depressed teenager that lost a friend. Because yeah, like how much the Kemis as characters weren't really characters, because fuck, they just said a word, but it just worked. It worked because like me as a viewer believed in what Hotoro wants to do, because Hotoro is literally the light of the show. He's the main theme of the show. He's empathetic to a fault. So I would be sad for him. And we actually did get a really nice scene between Hotoro and his mom when she kind of saw that, oh, he's not well. So she made them pancakes, and you can clearly see she's trying to kind of like connect to him again and saying, hey, you lose something, and that happens. We lose people, like I lost my husband. My husband disappeared. He's a piece of shit. But it could not be my husband, but I'm just playing up a front. Doesn't really matter to me, okay? But you need to move on. And it's a genuinely great lesson. And that's the point. The point is not to stick in the mud and just say, my life is doomed, my life is over. Like, no, try to get out of it. Doesn't matter if it's in a relationship or it's a job. Like, it doesn't matter if you think that you're working in a toxic environment. Fucking leave. I don't know. I think it's really great to just like tell everyone, hey, you lost something and it's fine. We all lose things in our lifetime, but there are still things that we can appreciate and treasure. Which, hey, Hotoro is supposed to be like, I think the translation to it from Japanese to English is supposed to be treasure, so it's nice. I liked it, but yeah, that was great. And it was such an interesting kind of like tonal shift between like this scene that is very sad but hopeful to the very kind of fun and lighthearted skits with Hopper 1 trying to find the golden flower. I want to say golden fruit. We are not in like 2016. I'm not talking about Kamen the game, but that was genuinely fun, and it was like genuinely funny hijinks. And like the moment that he just like found a sunflower, and when he finally found the golden flower, aka a sunflower, he came in to like, oh, look, Hotoro, I found the flower. Like straight after they lost Ten Trooper, I thought they're not going to kill him because they're like, oh, we don't have a prop for that. But no, we just got a new fucking way to sell another N Trooper card. Now we're doing them in the Death Edition. Great. Gigist came in and tried and succeeded to turn Humper 1 into Amalgam. First of all, I loved how much you can see the connection between Humper 1 and Hotoro is. Because when Gigist actually tried to turn Humper 1 into Amalgam, he like for a couple of seconds actually almost was defeated for like a quick little moment. Because like Humper 1 transformed to Crosshopper. But then like he used all of his powers to actually turn Hopper 1 into Amalgam. But we continue to kind of see their relationship and how strong it is, with Hopper 1 doesn't really wanting to attack Hotoro. And also at the same time Hotoro refusing to fight him. Because like he knows that, oh, if I would attack him and finish him off, like I would kill him. And the only reason that Hopper 1 kind of like needed to die is him actually losing his eyes on Hotoro. Because like you can clearly see in one point there's like the Amalgam Hopper 1 is slowly dropping his guard, but then a stupid fucking kid that really needed to his Triceratops plush fucking runs in and Amalgam Hopper 1 and tries to attack them. And then Hotoro transforms to Iron Gotchard and kills Hopper 1. The idea that Steamliner killed Hopper 1 is actually fucked up. This is the most fucked up thing that Gotchard has done in a while. And it's like, everything after that was so good because like we can see the Hopper 1 prop being in white. The only thing in color is the sunflower that is yellow. And when he picks him up, picks up Hopper 1's body, and he sees the sunflower seed, and he's like, oh, you left because you tried to make me happy. This is my fault. That was so fucking good. That was terrific. This is like genuinely the best like acting out of Otoro's actor, because like that was genuinely fantastic. How much, to be completely honest, him turning into an egg slightly ruined that moment, because that was kind of comical, but like that was so good. Like the idea that like he turned into the egg because of his malice, and the egg teleported into, I think it's supposed to be the place when like Tsunoni and like Tsubasa kind of like fell in love for the first time, when Tsubasa got a concussion. Remember that episode? That was a weird episode, but like you can clearly see that they're trying to do something with Nagajiri, because before the episode ended, we kind of get to see inside of the egg, and inside of it is Hotoro and the Nagajiri egg, and the Nagajiri, like Kemi, can talk. Like, I don't know if the actor was named, but it has an actor, so it's like, oh, we're doing something with Nagajiri that is going to be kind of special, because yeah, it's the final form, so it should be special. But like, yeah, overall this episode was fantastic, in exception to that like bit of Hotoro turning into an egg, kind of like ruining the moment for me because it's just dumb looking. This was a perfectly balanced episode, like with the very sad moments and the very down moments, if it's with the semi-kitchen alliance and Hotoro being depressed and them trying to kind of like, oh, what the fuck we're going to do? The fucking Berserker Entrooper is there, we need to fight them, and like Rene is like, fuck, I don't know what to do. And in the end, like, they need to kill Entrooper because like, hey, fucking Minato cares about his students more about like Kemis, because like, hey, in the end of the day, the Kemis are artificial lives. Like, we can in one point say that, oh, we can or revive the Kemis or just make new ones, and I think that's supposed to be kind of the point. And like Hotoro's like very much character destruction of like not being hopeful and just slowly driving into malice, which is going to be completely different than, let's say, what happened with Haruto Hiden in Kamen 01. It's going to be way more Hotoro actually accepting the light and accepting the loss of someone, which when you accept the light, you were going to accept a rainbow. And the entire thing about this show, the thesis, the pretty much how to say, the fucking theme of the show is absolute empathy. Everyone can empathize when someone's happy. Everyone can empathize when you're succeeding in life. But when someone's sad, when someone loses someone, it's hard. And that's the point. Specifically, you can clearly see it in the Academy Alliance. They don't really know how to help Hotoro because it's hard. Even Hotoro tries to empathize with the Magam Hopper 1, but you can clearly see he doesn't really get for him. That was amazing because like this show does a lot more things than a lot of other shows don't really do, and that is clearly define a main theme. And Hotoro next to Gigist as the main antagonist works so much because, hey, like they're complete opposites. Gigist doesn't see Atropos and Kolaf as like people, I would say. You can clearly see Kolaf is slowly turning her back to him and maybe joining Lachesis. And Gigist even talks down to Atropos, saying, hey, why the fuck did you even thought that I'm going to, first of all, bring back Garyon, which kind of kills my theory of Gigist being Garyon, but hey, like I really thought that might be the idea, but he talks down to her. He's like, I'm not going to revive him. You don't need that. Again, when Hotoro wants to listen and wants to understand what people want, Gigas is like, no, you don't need that. Kirita, you don't need that. You're just a meat puppet. Literally, he calls them meat puppets. I would just make new ones. I fucking love this show. This and the ultimate gut punch being fucking Steamliner killing Hopper 1, which I wish like we got more like interactions between Hotoro and Steamliner. I get it. It's like doing the weird small train with the very big Hopper would have been funny, but you can clearly see that like if they were a friend group, I would say that the person that everybody would probably lie on to a lot of the time emotionally, the kind of the listener, the person that would kind of not show a lot of emotions, would be like a Steamliner. So it's like I would love to see like Steamliner's reaction. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the hate for Hotoro. I think he's not a completely, let's say, I would not say he's not a complex character, because I believe he is, but he's not this, I would say, like character like an Ace. Ace is very much like goal driven, and his goal is very specific, and that was to find his mom. And let's not forget, to make everyone happy was Tycoon's thing. Pretty much the middle of the show on, everybody would start stealing Tycoon's shit. Let's not talk about that. But yeah, but Hotoro as a protagonist is great. He's fun. He's literally the antithesis of the show's main theme. If you hate him, fine. But you can't say that he's not an interesting character, because he clearly is. He deals with way more. He suffers, and he actually go through more shit and comes out of it a better person in the end of the day. I don't care. I'm sorry. Gotchard maybe shapes up to be pretty much the best fucking season we had in the Reiwa era. Like, it's stupidly simple, which is fine. But how much the weak points of the show were really weak, and that's Uchida mainly like doing the writing for his own episodes, but most of the episodes that were written by Hasagawa, most of the episodes that were written by Akito, which I believe should have been the main two writers of the show, were great. Hey, Akito kind of semi-writing the main like final arc of the show is a fucking interesting thing, and I love it. So episode 37 of Kamen Gotchard get an S. Don't give a shit. Fight me in the comments. So, what you thought about episode 37 of Kamen Gotchard? Comment below, let me know. Thank you very much for watching this episode, for watching my video. Like my video if you liked it. Smash that subscribe button if you already didn't. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.